I'm not going to say the number right above that yet.
Hey everybody, Jason Barlow with Sell for 1% here with the Market in 2-minute update, joined by Dave Barlow, head broker in charge, Ryan Cochran with NFM Lending. Ryan, what's going on in the market?
How's it going, guys? Thanks as always for having me. So quickly, I want to go back to last week. Obviously, last week we said that CPI report and it threw everything for a big swing, and we actually saw rates go up because of it. And it's simply just because it surpassed expectations, indicating persistent inflations and what their reading was for it. And that prevented the lower interest rates from happening that we were all hoping for. So swing back into today, we actually had a really good bond market yesterday. For whatever reason, there was nothing specifically on the calendar as far as like in terms of economic like data headlines or anything like that. But we had a pretty decent bond market, which the bond market directly, the mortgage-backed, the trading and buying and selling of the mortgage-backed security bonds have the direct reflection on the mortgage interest rate specifically. But it was a good bond market, and I think it's just due to individuals and buyers covering some of their like buying out the dips because the bond market was lower. So they're going to be buying some dips. So traders are going to be buying dips, and then individuals are also going to be buying bonds to be able to cover and hedge some of their like day trading and or shorts that they have in the market as well. So I think that's why the bond market was successful yesterday. We saw a little bit of it helping, but we're still seeing interest rates for the average is going to be around a 7.5. I would say, depending on your specific situation, a really strong top tier buyer could be in the lower sevens. And if you do not have a strong profile, then it's going to be in the higher sevens. So I'd say anywhere between a 7 and a 7.99. I'm not going to say the number right above that yet. But that's where we're kind of sitting at with today's rates.
Chicken.
Yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm not speaking it into the universe.
Yeah, don't put it into the universe that it'll never happen.
Yep, that's exactly it.
You know, one of the things that I saw, and it's been a number of years ago, when the euro was, basically maybe a year or two old, and I thought that the bond market was, people were pulling money out of the bond market and putting into the euro. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Greece was on the verge of bankruptcy. Italy was on the verge of bankruptcy, and they were borrowing lots of money from the Euro Central Bank in order to prop up their currencies. Yeah. And people started flooding back into the bond market here in the United States. And so, maybe what you saw yesterday could be that the international market is not so great and people looking for a little safer bet, so to speak, even though, things aren't great. Being in the U.S. bond market, the U.S. government bonds and so on and so forth, not a bad place to be.
Yeah. Both European bonds and American bonds both had really good days yesterday. Okay. And it probably is something to do with what you just said, is that people are just a little bit more hesitant. And when people are more hesitant, what do? They go and buy safer deals, which are going to be bonds.
Right. So, all right. Well, appreciate the update there, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Contact information is right here on screen for Ryan. If you have any questions, looking to get the best deal possible. NFM has a tremendous number of different products. And when we say that, it's kind of like going to McDonald's, depending on your situation, they have a number of different products available to plug you into. And unlike maybe going to a bank, which basically has one or two products, and you either fit or you don't fit, and they try to make you fit, and then you end up paying, more. You don't get really what you want. A mortgage broker like NFM, they'll look at your situation. They can go out and scan 50 different places to find you the best loan for your situation. And that's what makes a mortgage broker so attractive. NFM's been around for a while. They do a really great job. So any questions on financing, call Ryan. Thinking about buying or selling? Well, of course, you want to call us here at Sell for 1%. We obviously save you a lot of money, do everything that any realtor would do in the process of selling your home. But one of the things that people forget about is that we also will help you purchase a home. So basically all the tactics that we use on the listing side to get the most money possible, when you go to the buyer side, we actually flip the script and we use the opposite tactics to get you the best price possible when purchasing a home. And so our contact information here, be sure to give us a call. Like and subscribe. You want to see more of these each and every week. We give you the mortgage rate update. And Ryan, we appreciate you taking a few minutes and joining us here this morning.
Thanks, fellas. Always a pleasure.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week.